JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Kodak Black is ordered to pay $8,500 a month in child support after baby mom requested $56,000 a month. $56,000 a month. Are you kidding me? These girls are going for the Hail Marys. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, $8,500 a month is still a ton of money. Okay, she's going to be making pretty much six figures, right? Let's be honest. So it's a year just off of having a baby. That's still a lot. That's still a lot. I think it should be like, I mean, first of all, you don't want to be in a situation where you're even going to be put on child support, because you should try to be married and have a family, right? I mean, that's traditional. But if you're in this case, I think it should be about, like if you're super rich, anyways, it should still be capped at like $75,000, $80,000 for the year, because it's like, what more could you need? And just make sure they have a roof over. I mean, you can't teach them how to manage the money. You just got to make sure they have enough for a safe place to live, food, clothes, school. That's a lot. Charleston White shows love to Neon following the Breakfast Club interview. He says, proud of how you handled yourself. Class act. The Breakfast Club embarrassed themselves yesterday with a Neon thing. They had him up there because they wanted the clout to be in the stream. They're trying to get streamers on there. They've had DDG, which is a rapper streamer, but Neon's a straight streamer. Arguably, if they wanted a real streamer up, they would have had Kai. I don't think they've had Kai up there yet, or Aiden Ross, or Show Speed. Neon's always been like, maybe he's botting. We don't know, but he is a place where rappers go, okay? People hit the streamers now, right? The Breakfast Club is bitter. They showed it yesterday. They tried to gang up on him and bring up things from when he was 14, 15 years old on the internet. I mean, he says, I'm growing, and he had a mature response for everything. I'll give him that. It's like, it is what it is. So I think Charlemagne, Envy, Jess Hilarious, and Lauren all embarrassed themselves. They had a plan to try to attack him, and it backfired. You guys do this. They do this with certain people. They did it with Post Malone. I wouldn't, I'm not saying I would ever have the opportunity to go up there. I would just never go up there, because you know what? You don't know if you're getting set up to be... who said this? XQC said this. He says, it's not worth going to a place like that where they could take opportunities away from you. They could try to bring up negative things, make that a headline, and now a lot of companies, you don't know what business you're losing. You don't know what business you're losing. Bro, Dumb and Dumber right here. It's sad, too, because, I was hoping that Big Meech was going to come out. You could go to my old videos. I was hoping he was going to come out, show the youth how to be, and, do positive things. And we didn't want to see Big Meech broke, right? But there's no way that... I mean, I just don't see a way out of this situation. These guys ruined the BMF series because they chose to go against 50 Cent. And they know how 50 Cent is. There's a record of it. Just if you were smart, they would have been patient. Got about 2 more seasons in, right, to about season 5, and then pivoted with 50 or pivoted away from 50. They could have done that because they could have negotiated something with him to get the rights back, right? Because he would have had a series, and then they could negotiate spinoffs and all that, and he could have probably negotiated his rights back for a movie. That could have happened. But instead, he demanded a certain amount, then chose to align himself with 50's enemies like Floyd Mayweather. We already know Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross. He's been begging everybody for money. I'm sure he's waiting for Diddy to come out to beg him for money, even though the Wolf thing, he ain't going to think about that. Lil Meech was just caught telling on his friend on police. It's undeniable. Can't even deny that, right? Did you check him for the drugs? It's like, And I really did want the best for them. That's the thing. It's actually disappointing. I'm not trying to drag them down. I was very happy. I really liked the BMF series. This totally made. I was talking to somebody yesterday about this. I was like, "Do you even like want to watch it now?" It's like, nah. Like it took the whole spark away from it. I'm sure it's still good, but it takes the spark away from it. And you know what? 50 kind of like. I could see this is where 50's too petty. He shot himself in a sense because it's like now you're gonna have a failure on your record here. BMF's gonna fail now, and this is gonna be a fail for you because you let your ego take control. You didn't want to give Big Meech. You didn't want to keep boosting them up. You know, if you keep pushing BMF series, he's going to be able to, like, you know, once he gets off house arrest or whatever he's on, he's going to be able to, the only places I see him ever going is to Big Meech's condo or the house he's living in. So I'm assuming it's just house arrest. But, you know, he doesn't want him to get club bookings and everything. So Rilo Rodriguez's manager says, this is cap, says $500,000 cash for Beyonce hard drives that was stolen in ATL. You think they're going to give you $500,000 back? They're going to take it as a gift. Doesn't mean Rilo Rodriguez is going to get a gift from Beyonce. That ain't happening. As we know, Nicki Minaj and SZA have been going at it. And so Lauren LaRosa, which I think is, I see it more now that, like, Just Hilarious is getting squeezed out little by little. She's going to end up resigning soon. This is why you don't take a break from your job, because someone else will come in and do the job better than you, and you're going to get replaced. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like the Breakfast Club is ending. It's on its last. I mean, come on, it's been 15 years. I think it's spinning into the end. Every radio show ends at one point, you know? And I just feel like it's kind of gone beyond itself. It's still one of the top radio shows, but it just doesn't have that same feeling anymore. Anyways, she came from TMZ, as we know. She does a good job. So, you know, she got the punch. She got punched to, you know, comment about the Nicki SZA thing. He says SZA basically didn't get back to her on a feature. Is that true? You know, these guys are petty at TDE. It's possible. I don't know. But why is Nicki all of a sudden losing it now? You know? Is SZA managed by Roc Nation? Let's see. The label founded by Cassie Bryson Tiller. Roc Nation is a record label. I don't know if she is or not, but, you know, Nicki keeps putting the two together. Okay, Top Dog Entertainment has a partnership with Roc Nation. So some of her management and distribution. That could be Nicki Minaj. Minaj responded with a series of critical posts questioning SZA's silence on the issue. With the CEO of Roc Nation and the dispute with her daughter. You know, this is really messy. I'm going to be honest with you. Nicki has her thoughts on this, and that's that. I mean, you know, who am I? In this situation, who am I to say? Because Nicki usually has some reasoning here that she's not really discussing, and something deeper is going on. I don't know. But anyways, this guy, Mac Wap, I guess he's a TDE affiliate. He goes off talking about Nicki.
Relax, or you get put in the blender like your boy did. She gotta relax. No, real shit. Sound like the game.
Who's gonna put her in a blender? Come on. Stop it. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Peace.